Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and ladies. Hey!
Hey,
I'm trying to bring you on with like this elaborate
girl, I was like,
tell the
I
people who you
love it.
are. Tell the people who you are, okay?
Hey, y'all. Hello, hello. I am Jacqueline Twillie, and I'm an auntie. I'm a latte lover. I'm from Louisiana, currently residing in Dallas, Texas. And during this slowdown, shutdown, I've been eating way too many donuts.
I'm eating a lot of Oreos.
Girl, I finally finished my Oreos yesterday. Thank God.
Whole pack. So
Yes.
tell them a little bit about Zero Gap.
So Zero Gap is a training and development firm, and we specialize in women's leadership, women who work within male-dominated industries. So that's tech, construction, engineering, architect, finance, pretty much any industry you can think of is male-dominated. And so we work with women leaders to help them get to the C-suite. And part of that is teaching them how to negotiate. That's what we're most known for, is negotiation strategy.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And can I share my little story about working with you?
Yes.
Yeah, so last year a tech company came at me for a marketing position, marketing executive position, and they gave me a decent offer. And I went to Jackie because I've been knowing her for years and love everything that she's done professionally for women all over. And I said, hey, what does this look like? Does this look right? And she was able to pinpoint some easy and very valuable things to help not just my pockets, but just develop me as a young, executive working in the tech world as a professional. And so I can't say thank you enough because you hooked me up. You know what I'm saying? I got way more than what I felt like I could get out of them. And so I appreciate it. And so we're actually going to bring that experience, not really that experience, but I guess that knowledge to the conference through you.
Yes.
Now,
And I'm
now I
so
can now I
proud
can
of you.
share now I can share the wealth and tell everybody who you are.
Yes. Everybody's getting paid this decade.
That's
Absolutely.
right. That's right.
I'm so excited to share at the conference this week. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing some tips from my best-selling book, Don't Leave Money on the Table. I have a 5-step framework that I use for any negotiation, whether this is business deals or your personal salary. And I like to call this framework latte. Like I said, I love lattes. But this is like a pre-flight checklist, y'all. So, when you get on a plane, when your pilot and co-pilot, before they take off, they go through a checklist to ensure the smoothest flight possible. That's what this negotiation latte method does. It ensures the smoothest conversation possible.
Yes. Well, that's we all need a latte in our life. So, hey, y'all. So, if y'all are listening right now, y'all have any questions for Jacqueline in regards to her strategies, or maybe you have a personal situation right now? The coronavirus, I believe, is impacting many people's pockets and their careers and things that they thought were secure. So, while we wait on some questions, tell me a bit about how people should be handling their work situations right now. Like,
Yes.
professional women out here, maybe they're working on by contract, or maybe, maybe there's more being demanded of them, or maybe nothing is being demanded of them. Someone's trying to, finagle them. Like, what are your thoughts around how we should be operating right now?
So I have this saying at Zero Gap: emulate excellence without excuses. It's in both of my books. I talk about it a lot. Emulate excellence without excuses. It doesn't mean that we strive for perfection. It means that we do 110% of what we can in that time. During times of crisis, it's your time to double down and be excellent. You don't
Right.
want anyone coming to you being like, oh, you know what? You've been slacking since this crisis hit. So sorry, sis, we're going to have to furlough you. That is not the position you want to be in. Now, Gabby, you and I, we graduated college around the time of the Great Recession. So
Yeah.
we know how important it is to maintain excellent work quality. We talk about receipts. You want to make sure all of your ducks are in a row. So even if you have to look for another job, you can still go to them and say, even during the slowdown, I was still performing at the highest level.
Mm,
But
love
can
it.
I share something with y'all?
Yeah, girl,
I
what you
had
got?
a client that I've been working with since December. We started working on
Mm-hmm.
her performance review strategy. She's really talented. She lives in New York. So we had set up for her to ask for a promotion and a raise because she was starting to unofficially manage some of her peers. So we set it up. She had all of the small conversations. I call it priming the pump, where you have those small conversations before you hit them. And
Mm-hmm.
then she messaged me last week and she said, "Can we get on the phone ASAP?" So I'm like, "Oh my God, what happened?" She was crying happy. Not only did she get a promotion during this corona crisis, she got a raise and they gave
Wow.
her a 5,000 cash bonus
Wow.
because they know her family situation and they wanted her to be able to help out her family.
Wow.
So people are getting paid even in the midst of COVID-19.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we're trying to tell people. That's why we
Yes.
had to push forward with this conference, because it's like people think that the world's supposed to stop. You know, like, no, this is when great things are being born and people are really rising to the top. The cream of the crop rises
Yep.
during this time. You know,
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie, I had a little cough, you know, I had a little fever. I'm pushing through. We having this conference though. We're doing this thing because it's so much bigger than the I don't know, than what the news says, what the media says. Like, take care of yourself, stay focused. You know, there's bigger things that we should be focused on. Don't let this distract you. I'm not saying this isn't real. It is very real, but act accordingly. You know,
Yeah.
your future depends on it. You know, shoot, shoot.
Yes,
Anybody got?
girl.
Oh, somebody asked, what was the name of that book again? That book.
The book is Don't Leave Money on the Table, Negotiation Strategies. It's on Amazon.
And then you read another book. You said something by somebody else, I think,
So
or
this
you
is
just
my
mentioned
other
yours.
book.
Oh, that one. Okay.
This is my first book, Navigating the Career Jungle.
Yes.
And during this COVID-19, with all of my travel has been canceled for 2 months, I'm working on my third book. So y'all heard it here first.
Well, I want to share something too.
Yes.
The Business Rules for Women official app is in the App Store.
Y'all at the App Store and download it. Y'all, I've been waiting on this app.
Yes,
I'm excited.
we got an app. We got an official every year Business Rules for Women ebook that's going to slide out through the app as well. Just keeping everybody. You know what, Jacqueline? We need to talk about add that negotiation piece into the annual book that we put out. Whatever the trends
Yes.
are, we need to talk about that.
Yes,
I'm
let's do
loving it.
that.
Lots of resources, lots of products available, lots of knowledge available. I mean, why aren't y'all coming to the conference? If you have not bought your ticket, go ahead and get this ticket. Earlier, we talked to Carla Wilmaris, who was talking about monetizing your podcast. And she was just basically talking about not just through advertisements, but also through products and through books like what you have going on. You also have
Mhm.
courses and stuff that you do as well, right? Tell us
Yes.
about your courses.
So with Zero Gap, we have really made sure that during COVID crisis, all of our in-person trainings have been shut down temporarily. So our courses online give you a
Mm-hmm.
similar experience to learn tangible takeaways. We're all about the practical. Theory is great. I love reading. Y'all can see my books here. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to get to the nitty gritty. So we have courses from negotiation strategies for Christian women. Literally was sitting in church one day and just had the download, went home that night and cranked
Let's
it out.
go. Wow.
So it has scriptures and stuff. And then I have small business negotiation tips, a course on that. My favorite course and the best-selling course is Nah, I Know My Value. That's the course you take before you negotiate, because what I find is that a lot of people, when I say you got to know your value, negotiate what you're worth, a lot of women are like, well, how do I figure that out? So this is the
Mm-hmm.
mindset shift course where we get into the nitty gritty of like, who do you think, what's your thoughts? Because that's where
Yeah,
it all starts at. So
exactly.
that's a little bit about the courses. Oh, I see somebody here, Phoenix, Michael, hey Dallas, hey.
I love it. So,
Yes.
so I'm happy you mentioned mindset. I'm happy you mentioned mindset because, that's one thing that, again, I'm just going to bring it back to the conference, because not everyone has heard about what it is that is happening. And,
Mhm.
the very first thing that we're doing is discussing mindset.
Yes.
If you don't have your mind right, you will not be able to receive this information, and you won't know what to do with it. And so I just want people to know that we're bringing on really awesome women like Jacqueline Twillie, who is 100% dedicated to helping women understand their value and helping them get paid forever, this decade and forever,
Yes.
their worth, you know. Um, I mentioned the podcasting piece. We have several other people who are going to be coming on in between now and Thursday. Thursday is when we'll be shutting, and well, not necessarily shutting down, but shifting gears and really focusing on the virtual conference. But
I'm so
tomorrow,
excited for this
yeah,
conference. Like as a speaker, I'm excited, but to hear the knowledge from your lineup is so dope that I'm like, yes, I got a whole notebook.
hey.
I got a whole notebook ready for this weekend.
Yes, I'm happy that that you're plugged in. Are you giving away your tickets? Because every speaker has 2 tickets to give away.
Yes, I am giving away tickets. I'm going to put up details right after this live. That's going to be on my Instagram page. It's also going to be on Zero Gap's page. Two
Oh,
people are going to get tickets.
okay. That's how you doing it? Okay. Okay.
Yes.
That sounds good. Y'all go to Jacqueline's page, follow her because she's amazing. She has great information. She's about to give away 2 tickets. Get you some
Yes.
free tickets. And that's somebody you need to be connected to. Hit her up if you need her. She can help you get paid forever. Your worth. All right.
Oh,
Is
I see a
anybody else
couple of
on here?
questions here
What
too.
they got?
Somebody says, I need help sticking to the facts. Somebody else says they're afraid to promote themselves, being seen as insensitive. Do you suggest an order for those email conversations? Okay, my girl, Callie Rissa, you definitely got to come to the conference because all of your questions, it's almost like your questions are matching my slide deck. You got to register for the conference because I'm going to cover all of this. I wear my button off site. It's made. Oh yay! You wear your I know my value button.
I love that.
Someone said they don't want to come off as insensitive. Listen, if you don't advocate for yourself, if you don't make your aspirations known, you're gonna be sitting there hoping somebody recognizes it. Somebody says, "Oh, you're doing a good job. Let me give you this promotion or this raise." If you sit back, it's not gonna happen. You
Right.
have to advocate for yourself.
Yeah. Nobody else is gonna do it for you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're literally getting what they believe you are worth.
And you leaving money on the table. And like I
What
said,
and again, what they believe you are worth. If you know your
yes.
worth, then you can go and get what you're worth. Learn how to leverage all these things. I bought ticks as soon as I saw on your page. I will be there. Woo! Hey
Yay.
Jazz, this is good. Yes, Jackie is. Hey Amber, does it? Yes, Jackie is. Hey Amber, does anybody have any questions about negotiation, about leadership, about raising the bar in your career, or maybe switching gears? This is the lady you need to talk to right here, right in front of you. What's up? What y'all got?
Y'all, and negotiation is not that scary either. For people who
It's
think, oh,
really
I
not.
can't negotiate, it's just a conversation, really. At the end of the day, if you think of it as I'm just going in to have a conversation, it takes away a lot of anxiety.
Definitely. Hey, by the way, if you're a student, there is a organization that's giving away emergency relief. So I actually think it's myscholarly.com/relief. I just wanted to share that with y'all before I forgot. If you're a student or if you know a student, check out that website. and get you some student relief. Get you some
Yes.
assistance. How do you charge your value when you don't have an extensive portfolio? Ooh, that's a good one,
This is
Jay.
a good question.
That's a good
Okay.
one.
The Shatari experience. This goes so deep, but I'm going to tell you the basic thing. The first things that you have to start doing as you're building your portfolio is make sure you get testimonials, written and audio. If you can, get video. And it doesn't have to be some um, really elaborate thing, but you need people to speak specifically to what you do better than anyone else. Right? That's what your testimonials have to focus on. And that's how you start building the demand for you to charge what you're worth. But then there's some other steps too. You got to you got to be at the conference too, because Gabby's doing the panel where she talks about making six figures online. And the panel that's speaking on that are women who have done this from the ground up. So, but yeah, you gotta, as you're building your portfolio, make sure you're getting testimonials, because that social proof is what will help people who are on the fence when you have a elevated price point. When they see that social proof, that'll give them that edge to be like, you know what, let me go ahead and invest in the service.
Yep. So true. So true. Yes, I feel like I need to make the jump from the level I am, but not sure how. I have 10 years experience, but I have not moved from senior analyst level.
Oh, so
Hmm.
the first thing, you would have to decide where you want to go next. You can
Mm-hmm.
get to whatever that next level is, but before you can figure out the how, you have to figure out where you're going. And then you can get a plan together once you decide, okay, I want to be a senior manager, or I want to have my own business, or I want to be a tech founder, I want to be a VP of operations, whatever it is, decide what that is. And then from that point, you can kind of reverse engineer it. And before you start making those moves, reverse engineering, when you start figuring out, oh, I might want to be this or I might want to be that, start looking at the salaries, so that to make sure whatever move you're going to make, your money is going to be where you need it to be.
Boo boo. That was good. That was so good. That was so good. Social proof and credibility is everything. You know, another piece of it is telling your story along the way. You know, that's what I tell my clients all the time. You know, it has to come to a point where you don't even have to market yourself, because people get it. People
Yeah.
get it and they see your value, right? But nobody's going to tell your story better than you. You know,
Right.
so that consistency comes into play. Matter of fact, Jacqueline, what is your number one business rule?
My number one business rule is to emulate excellence without excuses.
Mm,
That's
mm.
it.
And what are excuses?
Excuses are, let me tell you, I had to cancel so much stuff because of coronavirus. And
Yeah.
instead of me sitting there freaking out, I started pivoting. I pulled out my whiteboard and I started brainstorming. That's an excuse, saying, oh, the economy is shut down. It might be shut down for some people, but the
Right.
way my faith is set up, I still have
Hmm.
access.
That's right.
So, um, and then another excuse is, I've seen people who will be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. And they're like, my back was hurting so bad, I couldn't even think. And I'm like, but you were looking for an excuse not to do something. Another excuse is, people can want to place an order with you. Like, for instance, I reached out to a woman who makes shirts, because I like these theory tops, these little cutesy things like this.
Yeah.
And I told her I wanted to order 3, and she said it's $150 a piece. Cool. Theory sells these for $400, so $150 is a deal. You know, this woman never got back to me. I hit her up twice.
Man, that
That's
happens
an
to me too. That's
excuse.
crazy. That
You
is an excuse.
Success can be an excuse when you say somebody finally pays your high price and you're like, oh, but now I'm scared. Imposter syndrome is an excuse.
Oh, it is. It
Yes.
is. That's so good. That was so good. I love that. The way my faith is set up, exactly. We were never going to cancel this. That would be an excuse, right? Like,
Yes.
shh, please. All right. I love that. I think I saw something else on here. Are there tricks to switching industries? I've been in financial services so long, not sure the industries are salaries are equivalent, but looking for something more fulfilling.
Yes, here's the trick right here. This insider secret. Y'all getting this for
We
free.
listening. Okay.
So when you're switching industries, don't start applying for jobs online. You need to pull out your phone and you need to go through the top 10 people you know are well connected. And you schedule a 15-minute chat with them. And you have to be crystal clear and concise. Concise is key about what move you're trying to make and ask them their advice. And then you follow it. That's it.
Yes.
That's the
Boom.
insider secret right there.
That's it.
Yep.
It's all about, that's why relationships are so important. And social distancing is an excuse for you to be disconnected. Don't just because you got to be at the house doesn't mean you can't be connected. There's plenty of opportunities out here for you to be connected, and building new relationships, because there's more and more people who are experiencing the same thing right now. There's so much that we can relate to, right? There's so much, and I don't want to go too much down this rabbit hole, but when it comes to content during these times right now, share things that are relatable and screenshotable, and things that are going to start dialogues. You have time, schedule it out. There's no excuses for you not to be telling your story right now through social media. I mean, I had to give an update on my personal social media the other day. I had no idea how many people were going to reach out based off that personal update. So people are plugged in and paying attention, right?
Yes.
So make sure you're doing those things, and you're not creating any excuses right now, because you see us up here with our red lipstick on a Sunday, whenever we could be eating crawfish outside.
Listen, I'm getting me some fried fish right after this.
Shoot.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you so much, Jacqueline. I think we've answered all the questions. I'm excited about having you at the conference. I think Shatara did respond. She responded talking about, see, Shatara is actually a part of the conference. Shatara is on the Business Rules for Women team, and she is hosting actually one of our panels. And so she'll be there, and we'll be boosting her up because she's an amazing talent, great in front of the camera and interviewing and all of that great stuff. So make sure y'all come and check her out as well. Matter of fact, Shatara, we should totally have you on soon. Maybe whenever I hop off of Jacqueline, I'll bring on Shatara. So y'all can meet Shatara. All right?
Shatara, I can't wait to meet you virtually, all of y'all.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So we'll see you soon, Jackie. Thank you so much.
All right, girl.
And
I'm glad you're feeling good.
I'm feeling better, girl. We're going to keep on pushing. All right. Thank
bye.
you. Bye.